Hello, hello. Welcome back to American MMO, the only gaming channel on YouTube that will never tease you with content not coming to your Western keyboard. My name is Aaron, 20-year veteran of the MMO community, loving all things games. For today's video, we will be discussing a recent article written in PC Gamer by Lauren Morton titled Final Fantasy VII Remake for PC, Everything We Know So Far. But before we get into it, Merry almost Christmas. If you're new here, welcome, and please consider subscribing to support smaller channels. For everyone else, you are my marketing department. If I deserve it, please share this content. It's the way we grow. Alright, as always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below. Here we go. Oh, by the way, I've got a 4-year-old in the background coughing, so if that happens, we're just gonna roll with it. As one of the most iconic RPGs out there, it's no surprise that Final Fantasy VII would eventually earn itself a fresh coat of paint. We're in a boom of remasters, remakes, and redos, and fans clamored for years to see FF7's adventure get the same treatment. We first got word that a remake was coming in Sony's E3 conference in 2015, but information on development was scarce for years after. The remake finally resurfaced during E3 in 2019, where Square Enix debuted several new trailers and announced FF7's remake release date. Since then, we've gotten a better look at Final Fantasy VII's combat, characters, and world. A PC release still hasn't been officially confirmed, but news of the PS4 version being a timed exclusive makes us optimistic we'll see Final Fantasy VII Remake on PC before too long. Here's everything we know about FF7's remake and its PC outlook ahead of the PlayStation launch in March. So when is Final Fantasy VII actually coming out, the remade version? We know for sure that for PS4 it's coming out March 3rd, 2020. That has already been released. But when is it coming to PC? So let's get into some information on some of their other games, and we can help derive when it'll actually come to PC. So listen to this list of some Square games that launched on console and then were re-released on PC. Final Fantasy 15 came out November 29th, 2016, then was released on PC March 6, 2018. So that was a 15-month delay. Dragon Quest Builders, July 12th, 2019, released on PC December 10th, 2019. That was a 5-month delay. Octopath Traveler, July 13th, 2018. That was released on PC June 7th, 2019. So that was 11-month delay. Dragon Quest XI, September 4th, 2018. 0 delay. It was released the exact same time on PC. Final Fantasy XII, July 11th, 2017. Came out on PC February 2nd, 2018. That's a 7-month delay. So you can see that it's pretty much as far as 15 months and as little as no months. It launches the exact same time. There are also notably some Square games that haven't made the console to PC leap, like the first Dragon Quest Builders and Kingdom Hearts 3. But it's worth pointing out that nearly the entire Final Fantasy series is on PC, while none of the Kingdom Hearts games are, and very few Dragon Quest games that have made that jump. So we know pretty convincingly that the Final Fantasy VII jump will come to PC. The first trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake back in 2015 didn't reveal much information beyond the game's existence. Still, it was a pretty moody, pointed teaser. The final lines were, "For they were coming back. At last, the promise has been made." Are almost enough to give you goosebumps. With the eerie music and the sword on the back, Square was making a promise and they indeed delivered. I'm actually going to play for you now that 2015 trailer. It's been a few years, so this will be a good refresher.
Long ago, we looked upon a foreboding sky. The memory of the star that threatened all burns eternal in our hearts. In its wake came an age of silence. Yet with each fond remembrance, we knew those encountered were not forgotten. That someday we would see them again. Perhaps it was no more than wishful thinking. But after the long calm, there are now the beginnings of a stir. The reunion at hand may bring joy, it may bring fear, but let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
The story may be slightly different in the remake. The FF7 remake is being turned into more than just a visual update. In an interview with Wired, the director of the game said, "We're not intending for this to become a 1-to-1 remake, or just the original Final Fantasy VII with better graphics." He went on to clarify that there are certain major plot points that he feels shouldn't be disturbed because of players' attachment to them. "I want to make it so it's relevant to the modern era, as well as having elements of surprise," he says. "I don't want to change it so much that it's unrecognizable, but make sure that there's something fresh and new yet still recognizable as an FF7 game." What's cool is we finally got a look at the combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake during E3 2019. I'm sorry to say, turn-based combat is officially out. The remake will have a combat system closer to what you'll see in Final Fantasy 15. Now, if you missed it, what I'm going to do for you now is actually play both FF7 remake trailers in high def for you now, back to back, so you can get a closer look of what actually came out for this year. Enjoy.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
You think he's a keeper?
Oh my god.
This couldn't have been us.
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor.
Help me!
These trailers look good. On to the final trailer. Enjoy.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things. So keep your distance.
What was his name again?
Cloud Strife. This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money.
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds.
Okay, that was pretty cool. You weren't thinking of leaving Midgar anytime soon, were you?
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot. Long time ago, I made a promise, so...
I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad.
Final Fantasy VII. I gave you the information, and you have 3 different trailers to look at. So what do you think? Are you going to play it on PS4, or are you going to wait for the PC release? Because obviously that's what I'm going to do. Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching. Wow, I am terribly impressed that you made it this far into the video. And since you're here, my kids have a few asks.
Please like, please share, please subscribe, and smash that bell. And now you're ready to go and fight and destroy some bad guys.